Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I'm Matt, and this week's topic is on bathrooms. Um, so I'm sure I'm not the only trans person who thinks this way or feels this way or even says this, but bathrooms give me huge amounts of dysphoria. Public bathrooms give me huge amounts of dysphoria. Um, the past year I've been using the men's restroom because within this past year I've done the most social transitioning, and I I'm okay using the men's restroom. However, my whole life before this past year, I was using the women's restroom, and that was very uh, caused a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress because my entire life, even when I was presenting female, but obviously was trans, um, I would go into the public restroom and be harassed by women who thought I didn't belong there. And I would have people saying to me, this is the women's restroom, what are you doing in here? Or I would have people whispering about me, or snickering, or pointing, or, you know, talking amongst themselves, like, why is there a boy in the bathroom? So I would always hear that and turn, like, internalize it, and just, so much anxiety. So, um, what had happened that started getting me to go to the men's restroom was my wife and I got Disneyland season passes last year, and I know that I looked like the way I dress and just the way I look. I'm really short and um, just I look young. So I know at Disneyland I look like I was 11 or 12. I didn't look out of the ordinary. So I thought, I'm going to try going to the men's restroom and just going in and getting out and seeing if I survive. And of course I did survive. And I think that I passed as just a young kid going to the restroom. So no one ever bothered me. There was never any confrontation. So in turn, I felt confident enough to start going to the men's restroom in my day-to-day life. So like at school, at stores, at restaurants, um, work. I use the men's restroom. Um, I never go to the women's restroom because um, I'm not a chick. I don't fit in there. At least when I go into a men's restroom, I know that I look like, a young, very, very young guy. So, um, I've never had any confrontation in the men's restroom, but lately I've been reading a lot um, about other trans guys who have experienced confrontation in the men's restroom, even like physical confrontation. So, like, this guy posted on Facebook on one of the trans FTM groups that I follow. He posted pictures of his face, and he got like beat up because he was in the men's restroom, and a cisgendered male seen him and you know started confrontating him and asking him like, "What are you doing in my bathroom?" and kicked his ass, and that's really scary. But um, I don't know. It's scary, and therefore we have to be cautious and always aware of our surroundings. But that kind of fear of having someone physically beat us up or kill us, for me, it's not just in restroom situations. It's all the time. Um, I always think to myself like, I'm amongst people who wish that I didn't exist, um, and they could take actions into their own hands to get rid of me or teach me a lesson. So, you know, my only advice to trans people are just be safe and be aware of your surroundings, and always kind of pay attention to the people you're around, and that's pretty important. And just be cautious. Another thing, you know, for trans guys, don't go into the men's restroom if, you know, you're not comfortable or confident in going in there. And trans women, don't go into the women's restroom if you're not comfortable and confident. I mean, for me, I don't like confrontation, so I'm going to avoid confrontation at all costs. So if I didn't pass like a young guy, I probably would be holding in my pee everywhere I went. But I think for our safety, we need to, until laws and regulations and acts are passed that enable us to have safe spaces, I think we need to, you know, do what we need to do to stay safe. And, you know, if you're not comfortable or confident in using public restrooms, it's a shame, because I actually know someone who will avoid them at all costs, and it's unsafe for your health to be holding in, you know, like your pee or whatever. But I don't know, it's a tough situation. Hopefully they'll just start building gender neutral restrooms everywhere. That's my pipe dream. But yeah, just everyone be safe. And this is it for this video, and I look forward to posting next week. Have a good one.